Hey, what's up guys? Frankie again, another review. This time we're gonna review Samurai Champloo. Samurai Champloo! It's a samurai anime. It revolves around three characters. Mugen, Fu, who's a female, Mugen a male, and Jin another male. Two of them samurais, and Fu just some random girl. Their story revolves around when they meet and they decide to follow Fu in her quest to find the samurai who smells of sunflower seeds. And then that's where the adventure begins, and it's overall a great adventure. So here we go. It is a very good anime, no doubt about it, It's got its flaws, but it's also got a lot of great things about it, It's a very interesting story, especially not necessarily in a deep way, as in, oh, it's a very deep story. No, it's more of a story in the adventure part of it. Mugen has probably one of the coolest samurai fighting techniques, probably in anime. He's got like a freestyle hip hop type of fighting where capoeira. I don't know if you've heard of capoeira, this Brazilian art of fighting, where he just moves around, does circles, like kind of dancing with his sword and fighting you. It's awesome. Jin is more of the quiet, the quiet samurai who's fucking badass. You fight him, he will fuck you up. And Fu, I don't really know what the point of Fu is. Aside from wanting to find the samurai who smells the sunflower seeds, that's it. She's not very good looking. There's no fan service involving her. It's no etchy. Like, she doesn't have big breasts. Like, I don't really see the point of her, to tell you the truth. It's a great anime. It's really funny and interesting. As the story progresses, it gets funnier and funnier and interesting. They run into so many stupid situations, especially Mugen. He's like the loud mouth. He's also really loud mouth. He just gets into some really stupid situations. Says just random shit all the time. Especially bastard. For some reason, this anime, almost every character says bastard. You bastard. You bastard. They say that word so many times it gets annoying. It's got really interesting characters. Like I said, those three, and I said it moves on. They're meeting different characters. They're really interesting. It's got the fightings are good. It's got a lot of blood. Fights are really awesome, especially the Mugen fights. Will not be disappointed with this fight. At first, they're pretty the typical anime where they just beat the shit out of it, but as the anime reaches the end, they run into a badass chick and this badass dude who have them on the verge of dying. Definitely look out for it. It's got some really cool episodes. It's got a baseball episode in which they have to play baseball against Americans, and Mugen's the pitcher, and you can just imagine the bullshit that episode. It's so funny. It's got also a graffiti. Like I said, it's got one thing I didn't mention. This anime is very influenced by the Western culture, especially with hip hop. The soundtrack's hip hop. Soundtrack's very good. Definitely check that out. Like I said, it's got a graffiti episode, all about graffiti, and probably one of the most interesting characters in the series was this teacher who teaches. I'm not gonna spoil it, but just this teacher who's just funny as hell, especially in the parts where he talks to Mugen. Trust me, it's really funny. The ending it was sad. I mean, it wasn't the greatest. I thought if they were to stay with the way the ending was, where it was heading, it was heading towards a sad ending, but then they kind of switched into a happy ending. I thought it would have been more enjoyable than a sad ending. But at the same time, it ended up being a happy ending, but it still has a little sadness to it. So overall, it's a very good anime. You should definitely check it out. So yeah, peace.